It's week 1 of the 2027 season, and we'll get to see a pair of teams who fought multiple times in the Super Bowl. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling, right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go from Miami. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be second down.
Ready.
Throwing again, here's Tua. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Now Daniels off the play action. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Throwing now, Daniels. Taken in by Harrison. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Dolphins football. Tagovailoa on first down. They get to him and take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Gonna have to see about this penalty.
Offense.
Now that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. A-Chain running to the right. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. No gain on the play there. Might need to dig into that bag of tricks for third and very long. Throwing here, Minshew. Short pass caught by his tight end.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Looking to return from the 29. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Daniels from the pistol. Into traffic, complete. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
First time this game they've looked to him. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Dolphins will have some work to do as they take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Minshew setting up to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Has a man, it's A-Chan. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Minshew working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel, and his guys on the field made the right play.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one gains 7. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And it sets up 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slam. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Again, Daniels to the air. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Minshew. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Takes the handoff, now Minshew. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. This one quickly to Dell. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. A couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's Daniels. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll be 1st down, Miami. Tua now from the gun. And that one's going to hit the turf.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And the Commanders get home. They drop in. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing. And that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks. Rotate your personnel. Throw in some wrinkles. And once again, go hit that quarterback.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 46. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to...
He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So out now comes the punter. Back to return this one is Tyreek Hill. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They left a few on the table there last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. It's into the hands of White. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 15. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Tua. Able to find Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Daniels on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Commanders pushing for a score before the break. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's in the hands of Moore. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will get them on the board.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First down, here's Tua. Achane reels it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Tua off the play fake. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. They send a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Taking a deep shot here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Tagovailoa on first down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it's 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Tagovailoa. This one's taken in by Hill. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
44, ready.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through, because they may need him at some point later in this game.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. And they'll take a knee. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll send you up to Orlando, our studios there, for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll start with an NFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting New Orleans, and it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Drake London, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals. make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Commanders 10, Dolphins 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two. You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Got a man, Robinson has it. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Back to throw, here's Daniels. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got this at the 27. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Tagovailoa. Setting up the running back screen.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. We don't get a return out of that punt, and the Commanders will go on offense. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it, complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Now Daniels to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Again, Daniels to the air. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Miami offense headed out there now. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete to White. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
Daniels from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And that makes it second and long. Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Let's see what he can do on the return. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Dolphins football. They're set up at the 35 now. Tua out of the pistol. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a chain up the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua off the play fake. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Daniels on first down. This one quickly to Dell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And that one is incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic first down.
They've got first down from the 31. They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. New set of downs for him from the 46. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2 now from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now they face 2nd down. They'll send him over right. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's into the hands of White. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Going play action, Tagovailoa completes this one to Hill. And he's brought down for a loss.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Running it after the penalty. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
44-yard attempt.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They've got 1st down from the 31. Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They motion Dell over left. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Working across the field, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Brought in right side by Moore. He has room past the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And he could have a free play here. Complete to Dell. And he's tackled with markers down. This one
Offside.
should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic 1st down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Tagovailoa trying again here on 2nd down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Tagovailoa back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, here's Tua. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Here's Tua again. he'll get this to Tucker. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And that might just do it for him, Brock, as they turn it over on downs here in the fourth.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Commanders looking like they'll start this season with a win. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. Now we're on with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. So now, here's third and goal. Daniels back to throw. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over till it's over.
They're out and set, first and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds his man, Waddle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Jalen Waddle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 5.
Looking to throw it. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Commanders pick this one up.
You know, in a situation like that, I mean, this is perfect situational football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it. And they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
The offense headed back to the field. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with first and goal waiting for them. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he's going to take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And they'll kneel this down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots under the lights on Thursday night.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, May. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
In motion goes the tight end. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Tua. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, back to Achane. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Play action, now it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Tua sets up to pass it. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 18 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's May. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To the air, May. And the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll throw with May. That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. That escapes the sack. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Throwing here is May. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's May. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Up the middle, Achane. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And the Dolphins first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Hand off to H.